This is a bonus video pertaining to the Nyan incident video I released recently. While I was researching that video, I found a lot of sort of interesting facts or funny things related to the incident or Takabe or Warabe, the band. So I thought I would compile those things, mainly just to amuse myself. So if you haven't seen that video, I would recommend watching that. I guess starting out, I'll talk a little bit about the origin of that video and why I wanted to make that. I came across the incident while doing research for my previous video, which was about celebrities that were in Shonen Jump. And I came across it on some strange forum relating to idols, and I can't even remember which person I was doing research on. I think it was someone that got cut out of that video, but I found it on a forum which I can't even find anymore. It was mentioned in passing relating to someone else, so naturally I looked it up because I had no idea what they were talking about, and it led to an unreasonable amount of research and work done on a topic that probably no one cares about. Speaking of stuff no one cares about, let's just get into the facts and the bonus content here. The first few things being related to Warabe. I mentioned that Medica no Kyodai, their leading hit single, was really big in Japan when it released, but I don't think I touched upon just how big that it got around the time of its release, because there was like an insane amount of little tidbits and details about that I thought were interesting. The first being sort of related to Shonen Jump in a way. Kinnikuman, the Shonen Jump famous property, in its anime, in the 11th episode of its anime, reference a little parody of the Medica no Kyodai.
並びにスズメの兄弟でおなじみのスズメの塩辛。
The next thing is just to display how big Medica no Kyodai was. I showed a clip of the animated music video in the video, and that animated music video spawned a ton of related merchandise. Because of the song's popularity, they were really trying to cash in on it. So there's like beach towels, there's t-shirts, there's a bunch of sort of average things that you would think of, other than, you know, the obvious like cassettes, CDs, all that kind of thing. They even got some sort of, it looks sort of like a chocolate-coated cracker based on the fish from the music video. I mean, these look pretty good. Like, I would eat this. On top of that, they even got their own video game for, I believe, some sort of Japanese personal computer. Looking at the gameplay from it, I really cannot understand what the goal of it is or what you're supposed to be doing, but it's sort of an interesting oddity. The next thing related to Warabe is sort of a controversy that they got into having to do with taxes. Nursery rhymes were exempt from an excise tax relating to music because they were considered by the government to be educational and not just pure entertainment. So obviously, being that Medica no Kyodai was marketed as a nursery rhyme and the B-side on the record was also a nursery rhyme, they marked it as exempt from this excise tax. Normally that would be fine, but because of the popularity of the song, that classification was disputed in court, and the court actually ruled that Medica no Kyodai was not a nursery rhyme, so the publisher of the song had to pay upwards of 30 million yen in excise taxes. Relating to the incident itself, there's a few things that spawned from that. The first being the term Nyan photo has a Wikipedia page explaining that it's a popular term for like photos taken after sex. Other celebrities or other people have gotten in trouble for doing things like that. And then there was a show in the mid-80s that premiered a few years after the Nyan incident called Yuyake Nyan, the title of which was spawned directly from the incident. That show itself spawned another girl group, an idol group, that got into its own controversy over smoking, so I thought that was pretty funny. Moving now into Takabe herself, I wanted to talk about a few things that I omitted from the post-incident personal section about her life going forward after the fact. I omitted these things because I didn't think that they really added anything to the story, and it was sort of like a lot of it was repeat beats, and it's just easier to simplify it or just omit it from the video because it just serves to confuse people and sort of muddies up the story. The first of which being, not only was she scheduled to appear in the movie based on Tsumiki Kazushi, she was also scheduled as the lead in the show Sukeban Deka, which also became a massively popular show and launched the career of the actress who played the lead. So there's some speculation that if Takabe had ended up playing that role, that she would have launched her career even higher and became sort of a mainstay actress and idol of the 80s. She did a nude photo book in 1999 and an erotic movie in 2001. Both of these being after she retired from the entertainment industry. And then alongside that, she published another biography in 1999, which I couldn't really find anything on. And again, it's a repeat beat from the video I already talked about. When she retired, she published a biography, so it's just sort of excess information. In the video, I mentioned that Kenichi Hagamoto had blacklisted Takabe from the show and from any of his programs. So I thought I'd end this video by showing, during a reunion for Kin-chan, they actually had a segment where Takabe called in and they talked to her again.
あ、もしもし？あ、お母さんですけど、のぞみちゃん？こんにちは。あ、こんばんはだ。ねえ、今お手紙読ませていただきました。ありがとう。
そう、手紙にも書いたけど、本当にいろいろ小さいの頃お世話になったのに、なんかそのままになっちゃってごめんなさい。
ねえ、元気そうで何より。ね
元気です。
のぞみ？
もしもし。元気？
本当にお母さんになってね。因果を読みに来て羨ましい。
なんだか懐かしくて涙出てきちゃう
のぞみ、元気？
元気だよ。
久しぶりね。
誰だ？誰だって。分かってるね。
ミーハル兄ちゃんでしょ？ミーハル兄ちゃんダメだよ、競馬ばっかりやってた。
よく知ってるそう。
見てるよ、ちゃんとテレビで。そう、主婦だからさ、テレビ結構見てるんだよ。
のぞみ？
もしもし。
おう。
ご無沙汰してます。
いいおばさんやってるじゃねえか。この写真撮るときな、股開いて撮るな。これはおばさんスタイルだよ。
だってまるっきり普通のおばさんしてるんだもの。
そうだな。普通のおばさんになれるって大変だよ。そうだね。
のぞみちゃん？のぞみちゃん？あのね、今から私たちがね、もしも明日が歌いますんで、聞いてください。
します。
はい。